everyone. Hello everybody. Hope you're well. I haven't done any vlogging for a bit, and that's because I've been so busy trying to sort myself out. Anyway, today I'm going to cook some lobster tails. I got a couple of lobster tails. I hope that works. It's not too it's not too low, the video, the laptop. Let's have a look, see if I can lift it up a little bit. Just need to get it at the right height. So if I just put it on top of the cushion. Right, yeah. So I got some lobster tails, which I'm hoping to cook. Oh, get rid of the water. So here they are. Here are the lobster tails. They don't actually need a lot of work to get them, to cook them. And I bought them like this at the supermarket. All right. So what I'm going to include in the soup, I've got some mushrooms. There we go. I cut up some onions. 2 peppers, like so. And I've got lots of these tomatoes. Yeah. So those are my ingredients. Now, I'm a person who's got a full cupboard of spices. So I've got all of this. I've got peri, harissa, barbecue. I've got all the other classics like black pepper, white pepper, all that sort of thing. So I've got quite a lot here to make it tasty. I've got extra spicy Cajun. Cajun, is that how they call it? There we are, I've got that as well. So now, before I came on, before I started my vlogging, I put some of the vegetables in my saucepan. I put some of the vegetables in my saucepan, and yeah, so there we are, that's all in there. I'm going to put some fire underneath and get that get started. I'd already put a little bit of oil and I'd put some seasoning in there. Okay, so that's, and what I do, I buy frozen garlic in cubes, and that's what I use rather than cutting my own and making, sort of trying to do it that way because it's more convenient. The other thing that I did buy was wholemeal rice, so a pack of wholemeal rice, and that's going to yeah, be put in the microwave, which I'm going to eat with the lobster soup. Now, you can just buy rice and cook it in a rice cooker, but I just haven't got time to do that. It's actually more expensive to buy rice cooked already, so you're actually better off buying it and investing in a rice cooker if you're a person who eats rice like me on a regular basis. So here we are. So that's all sizzling. I can smell it because I put quite a lot of the spices in there. And I can just smell the aromas coming through. It's coming through. Nice. Yep. Yep, I'm gonna put that on a bit of a higher heat, and that's gonna get on. What I'm going to do next, is I've got a knife and I'm going to chop up some of my ingredients here. Now these 2 peppers that I've got, I'm going to chop one up in small bits, and I'm going to put it in the saucepan. So there we are, just a little bit of Little bit of cutting. I like the smell. I like the smell and the sound of that. So that's the whole one. And this one, I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to put it in the saucepan as it is. I'll take off the stalk though. Be careful when you're dealing with pepper so that you don't get it into your eyes or anything, because it can be jolly painful. Right, I'm going to put the onions in because onions take a longer time to cook. And so if you put them in right at the beginning, it just means that you can have nice, squishy, very soft onions by the time you finish cooking. Bear in mind, this sort of cooking doesn't take too long, maybe about 15 minutes or so. You can just judge it yourself as you go along. So I'm going to put some water in, because that's going to help the onions to simmer down. Okay, I've got the fire going really high there, so we'll let that sort itself out. Chopping up the mushrooms into slices as well. I'd already put a few bits of mushrooms in there earlier, so we just pop all that in. There we go. Chop up a bit. Oh, I'm getting hotter and hotter. I'm going to have to take my jacket off. Sorry. There we go. That's it. Yeah, so keep chopping. Chop the mushrooms. Now, these tomatoes, they're like plum tomatoes. Sometimes I don't bother chopping them up. I just put them in the saucepan because they easily get sort of squashed in there. Once the heat and everything else is applied to it, they easily get squashed. So here we go. I'll chop up some more of the mushrooms, put them in there. Now you could just do that soup without adding anything else. No meat, no fish, no anything. That's just a soup in itself. You know, if you want to just do a pure veg soup without any meat or fish, you could just do all of those vegetables that I just put in and cook that. It's still good, and you can eat it with your eyes. Okay, so I've got here my spices. I like my food to be super spicy, and I've got extra spicy Cajun, I think they call it. So I'm going to put a dollop of that in there. There we go. I'm very liberal with my spices. I add a lot. And bear in mind, it's already had 2 hot peppers. Now you don't have to make yours as spicy as that, obviously, but if you're a person who likes spicy food, you can do that. If you like my mixing spoon, I got it in a charity shop. I got about 5 of them, and I think that they're from Kenya, but they are lovely. I love using them. I love also going around charity shops and getting things that people don't want anymore. And some of them are very beautiful. Some of the things I get at next to nothing, really. Right, so here we are. This is looking very good. Looking very good. Now let's see. I'm going to try and get that. Can you see that? Can you see that? I hope you can. Right, here we go. Let's put a lot of that in there. Now, if I were just doing the vegetables, and I wanted the sauce to be a little bit thicker, I would add some peanut in there. Okay. I think people call it peanut butter, like the one you put on your bread. But we do it where I come from in Sierra Leone. We have peanut in soups and all sorts of things, in seasoning and all the rest of it. Ground peanut, as you would find in a peanut butter jar. So we use that as well quite a lot in cooking. This is coming up really, really nice, very thick, because of the garlic that I put in there earlier, and it's smelling lovely. Okay, now I'm going to add the 2 lobster tails. You remember that's one of them, and that's the second one. So I'm just going to add it in there and let them cook in with the vegetables and the spices. All right. Sometimes what people do is when they're preparing lobster or fish, they can pre-season the fish with a bit of salt and lime, so add plenty of lime to sort of get it to taste even nicer when you cook it. This lime is seasoning, isn't it? So there we go. Now let that cook down really, really well. Okay. And whilst that's cooking, perhaps, I don't know, what can we talk about? There's quite a lot going on at the moment. Obviously, I'm in the UK, we're on lockdown. And life is as boring as you can imagine. But I actually have a lot on my plate. I'm getting on and I'm doing stuff, and I'm just trying to organize myself. So that's where I'm at. Right, so here we go. But for most people, all of us, it's not fun really. But you have to, in life, you have to make do with whatever circumstances come your way. So there we go. Keep that going. I think we're all fed up of talking about COVID and Corona now, aren't we? Not easy. Right, so that's cooking quite well. Yeah, let that simmer down. I don't like to do more than 15 minutes vlogging, so I'm going to go off in a minute. I've done about 13 minutes, but I want people to see what he turns out to be like as well, so I don't quite know what to do. Let's see how far we can go. You know, sometimes you can make your own spices, don't you? You can get your own local spices and you can ground them up and make your own. You don't actually have to buy the prepared stuff in supermarkets. I mean, it's convenient, isn't it, to have that? But you can make your own. If you've got time and you're able to buy the seeds and things like that, you could just make your own spices. Okay. So anyway, whilst that's doing its job, I got wholemeal rice, as I've shown you earlier. So I'm going to pop that in the microwave and do a plate of that and just put it down ready for the soup. Whoa, could you see the steam coming out of it? Super nice. There we go. Keep stirring it. You can taste it if you like. I've not put any salt, but I may just add a little bit of salt. I know it's finished cooking when the onions are completely dead. Not bad. It's got bits of hot pepper in it. And I think it needs a little bit of salt. And I think it needs a little bit of salt in there. I'm going to get it out in a minute and just show you what it looks like before I sign off. Okay, this one is one of my finds at a charity shop. It's made in an East African country, this one. And it's got a picture of zebras, an elephant, 2 elephants, trees, everything. And the colours are definitely African. So you can see what theme I'm on. Right, here we are. Let's put a little bit of this soup. It's very steamy soup. Look at that. Look at that. Very nice. The lobster tails don't take long to cook. You literally put them in and they're like done in 5 minutes. So there we go. Oh, can you see all that steam coming out? It's beautiful. Really does. Very, very quick to make. Obviously, I prepared most of my ingredients before I started cooking. So here we go. There it is. There it is. There it is. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Well, thank you folks for listening. I am looking to build up my channel. So if you like this video, please subscribe, share, like it, comment, anything. Thank you. Have a good day.